We're going to talk about what's going on in the world. see, see the lighting here. It's actually not bad. We're going to talk about what's going on in the world. I appreciate being here with you guys. And this will be posted after. I haven't been live in nighttime in a while. Well, what's going on in the world is everything we wanted. So I see this every day. People are going outside more. We are communicating again. So people are becoming more alive. People are moving away from the internet. They're going outside. They're stopping playing video games every day, all the time. And this is a great thing. So when you hear about the Garden of Eden, when you hear about utopia, the golden age, that stuff is coming right here, right now. Surely. If anyone has any questions, you can post them down below. I see this every day. People are coming outside. They're communicating more. And we're having more of a community. Does that make sense? Hello, Germ, the Minecraft player. We hear stuff like the Great Resets. This is all used for our benefit. Egg prices going up in the USA. Maybe it was worldwide. The bird flu, COVID, even though that happened years ago, all this stuff is going to be made for the beneficial of humankind. So if you ever hear about the words Great Awakening, people are waking up. Yeah, they're coming to their senses. We're coming back to our true nature. So you may have had like this picture in your head sometime in your past life where you had this utopia. Well, that's coming. I mean, people are talking about it, yes. But more importantly, we have to act upon it. People want this sense of community. Um, and one of the main things, if not the mainest thing, is we're going back to nature. That's where we're nurtured at. Nurtured. Nature fulfills all of our needs. And when we live in buildings that are very far off the ground, tight spaces, when we have a lot of material items and stuff is very disorganized, you know, we're far away from nature. And so in the future, we are going back to this. And very soon. So every day, we are getting closer. We're getting closer to our death. So, what does that mean? Why did we come here? And this is the main story, is to look within us and to not think, but to feel the life inside of us. So while you are here on this earth, is just for you to simply feel. Because we have all these outside external things, but this is why reality is created for entertainment, but it's to keep you occupied. Because if you're always occupied with what's going outside, I mean, who's not going to be? Then you never look inside of you. So God likes to play games. That's why all of reality is made of games. And the only illusion, the circus, is what you see. Because of what you be is something that you feel. You can't see this. Our reality is a felt type of reality. The core of our reality is a vibration, We are the vibration. It's it's meant to be felt. So when you think about, oh, am I feeling it? When you have all these thoughts about the world, that's not the truth. The truth is, reality is a thoughtless state. And this is what they call God. Because he is thoughtless. He is meant to be felt. You can say reality is meant to be felt. We're already so hot. We're only 12 minutes into this. So, you want the answers? I have the answers. You already know the answers. I'm just bringing the awareness back to you. And if anyone has any questions, you're welcome to ask anything. So, any story you have about yourself, anything that you tell yourself that is negative, oh, this part of your personality, it's all bullshit. And people don't like to hear this. Beyond the books, beyond the religion, I don't care about history. Because know you. You are nothing. You are a thoughtless being. The reason why you don't know your spirit is because you think about it. Your spirit doesn't have thoughts. In the whole spiritual, when we talk about heaven, what heaven really is, they you know they communicate telepathically. And so do we. But in heaven, it is, you're not thinking, so to speak. We're not going to get distorted with that. But we're just talking about being here right now. And the reason you don't know your soul is because you have to stop thinking. There is this entity, they call it God. There is this uh, forget what you can say consciousness. It's always here. It's always around us, okay? They tell stories, oh, he's always watching you. And then they make other stories too. So like the all-seeing eye. Then they say God watches your every move. Then they make stories about Santa Claus. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you're asleep. These are all the same stories. If you have to hear a story, it's bullshit. Because of what you are is right here. Your spirit has no thoughts. So your spirit inside, it is connected to the Almighty Spirit. And that is a no thought. It's a no thought. So they say in the Bible, oh, God gives you life. It's what keeps you alive. And that vibration that keeps you alive, you can't think about it. You just have to feel it. So why we came into this world is actually to learn to harness, to feel the inner energy. That's why everything's trying to capture your attention. Our only goal in this life is to first stop thinking. It's our only obstruction. If I had to tell you like this is a video game and I have to give you like the start screen, forget what everyone else told you. Your number one goal is to watch your thoughts. Therefore, you can control your life. Because most people think that, well, most people aren't controlling their life. Okay? Our thoughts, they're just, they're repetitive. And they come from stuff we learned. They're not being there. The essence of who we really are. It's a stillness. So to merge with reality, if you ever see like a picture of nature, I can pull one up real quick. Really look next time you see a picture of nature. And I want you to see how still it is. We have to become still as God, which is also known as reality. Okay? I'm not super religious man, but all these words mean the same thing. Really, they don't mean anything. So, we have this beautiful picture. Stillness. Reality is all here. It just pervades through everything. God is all here. You see how there's something about this. You can't really put your tongue to it because it's still. Here we go. You see how pristine, how still this photo is? How still Mother Nature is? We can know everything because it comes from a place of being still, and it's a place of nothing, basically. The Buddhist, they call this emptiness, okay? Because when you stop thinking, your body becomes empty. And we've all had this. It's your intuition, but it's being locked into your intuition all the time. Okay? Because that is reality. Reality doesn't like have secrets for you. It doesn't like have a bunch of plans for you. Like it simultaneously is telling you everything you need to do at every moment. It, it's how it works. It has to work that way. Now you can be like, oh well, I don't know what to do. I'm not getting the answer. That's because you have ignored the answer. Most people do. 95 to 99% of 97 people. Because reality is talking to us, it's talked through us, and it tells us everything we need to do. Does that make sense? And God bless everybody in this chat. We're always looking for something. Why are we here on this earth? And the reason being, maybe you haven't asked that question yet, because most people even think about this. Your thinking is programmed. Okay? But why are we here on this earth? Because we are looking for this. We want to feel something. Because it's what we are. The origins of life. All the questions and all the answers, they're right inside of us. God is a very sly person. Slyer than anybody. He's slyer than the slyest. He has to be. And that's why he put all the answers inside of us. You see where I'm going? And he knew if he gave us eyes, that we would be so drawn to the outside. Ooh. Ooh, what's that? And then everyone gets caught up in the game. Everyone gets caught up in the illusion. It's funny to him. But you need to know we are it. You just keep focusing. Because God is a focus. He is the greatest concentration. And that's why we have to concentrate. More so become still. So God's concentration is so strong. The reason why people don't know God is because he is a feeling. And he's so concentrated. He's so concentrated that he becomes immediately still. And then this brings about the awareness. So when your body becomes still, then your soul will pop up. And for me to describe that would be like two eyes just like seeing into the sky. Yeah. So when you would merge with God, after death, okay, you think you're going to see something? We've heard in all the stories and that he's omnipresent. In even science, we know there's energy everywhere. Energy everywhere is the same thing as God. Okay? Reality, life, the very thing that keeps you alive. Do you see how like all these all the symbology and all these words, they're confusing you? We're just cutting through all of that. Because it all means the same thing. So this energy that's everywhere, when you die, and we'll get to this in a second, because I did want to cover this. You think you're going to see like all these fantastic things? No. And the reason being is you want to, when you merge with God, you become the omnipresence. And so it doesn't matter what you see. You feel the whole entire existence. You can feel it now. You are the existence. We're just in a smaller cocoon, and our cocoon is made of thoughts. Actually, that's what keeps us in the body. Okay, that's why your thoughts are there. But to feel alive, it is our essence. It is. Hopefully, this makes sense. So you always feel that itch inside of you, and some of you may have questioned more. This is reality wanting you to get to know itself. It's like a dog that rubs up on you and wants, you know, wants to get to know you. That's what God is doing, and that's what reality, the same thing. They're the same thing. They're trying to get you. That's why they're itching you. They want your attention. Your soul wants you to get to know it. This is why we're all here on the planet. Okay? uh, this is why you have misfortunes in your life. This is why you have situations. Is because it's trying to. Reality wants you to know it. It wants you to have all the answers. It is like your best friend. But when we deny what our heart is telling us, what we feel, okay, what we feel, this goes back, because life is just a feeling, not it. We're not. It's an expression. We're not talking about emotions here. It's a physical sense of what life feels like. Okay? So we're just here meant to feel this. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And I want you to feel this. Because everything is made from this feeling. Okay? It's the greatest feeling. And the only way to truly feel this, you have to stop thinking. Now, most people are not going to be able to do that. Some people can. I can stop thinking upon will. But right now, there's only a few and far select of us that can do that. Like I said, we have all the right answers inside of us. And because it feels right. Okay? And so I appreciate all you guys being in here. And this will be posted after, in case anybody wants to watch it. So our thoughts, you just can't think and feel at the same time. And what I was going to suggest, it's the number one thing to do. So if you can't stop thinking right now, only about 3% of human beings can do that. What you want to do and why you're here is to watch what's going on in your thoughts. Because even though you're still thinking, the observer, which is who you really are, you just watch all of this. That is your soul. Because your soul doesn't think, it feels. So underneath the thinking, for right now, for the activity you can do for the rest of your life, is to watch all your thoughts, and therefore you're not reactive. So let's just say someone steps on your shoe. Ah, I can't believe it. Okay? You're not in control. Now, let's just say you also have a thought of, your house is on fire. Okay? you just observe. Because it doesn't matter what you think. And what this is going to do is, this is the key. Once you start seeing your thoughts, oh, now you have a chance to pick how you want to react. Instead of, oh, you stepped on my shoe, I'm going to strangle you. Oh, because the thought, it commands you. Your thoughts are commanding you. This is why you have to step into your soul and feel it. And your thoughts will make a person evil. This is where evil comes from. It always comes back to you watching your thoughts. So when you watch them, and let's just say someone says something nasty to you, they step on your shoe. Okay. Well, now you're not like, it's not pulling you in. You'll see this around with anybody in the world. It's, oh, okay, he stepped on my shoe. She stepped on my shoe. That's it. Oh, someone said something nasty about me. Okay. We get to control. We become in control once we realize our thoughts. Because our brain is something we use. But people are we're letting it use us. It's going into default mode. In all your life, they've been trying to get you in default mode. Which is like a hamster wheel robotic type of life. Okay? Because them too, they don't know this knowledge. So all those rich people, the super, super rich, and all those evil people, we must forgive them. They don't know that their brain is using them. And so all the bullshit that's on your mind, society's mind, this whole beehive, hive mind they call it, it's been feeding into you all your life. Okay. If anyone has any questions, we're going to be here for a little bit more. Really, your thoughts, they're just nothing. They come, they go. Some change, some don't. Your mind is the reincarnation. It never ends. In fact, we live in people's minds. All in all, your thoughts don't matter. And the first step is just to watch what's going on. And then you will see, there is something about this. Because now I see my thought. And I'm not living in my brain. I'm not living in the thought. Why people suffer, 97% of people in the world suffer, is because their thoughts. Your thoughts can become hell. We always see hell. They always tell us it's an outwardly thing. That's just an expression. It actually starts with inside of us. Does that make sense? So the great thing is, we can choose to be happy right now. What are you choosing right now? You can choose happiness, positivity. Those are the only things you want to choose. Thanks everyone for joining. So if you're being pessimistic, you're feeling negative, you're choosing that. And ultimately that's what you feel. You feel negative. when you choose happiness and when you choose positivity, then you feel good. God, he feels good. Again, so we talked about how he is the omnipresence. And since him being everywhere, he is limitless. But so are we. And we got to have limitless thoughts. So when you become pessimistic, then you are limiting yourself. You are creating your own limits. And that's the whole point of this presentation. Is you create your life. Hello, Rich G, John. I like your profile picture. Matt the missionary. And this is one of my best lives yet. It gets juicier every time. This live will be posted after we get done here. And it's very good. So if you want to catch any one of my lives, this is the one you want to catch. I will be going live tomorrow morning too. 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And thank you, Rich G. I appreciate the blessings. God doesn't want us to limit ourselves. He truly wants what's best for us. And what's best for us, he gave us free will. But if we go against him, if we create our own limiting beliefs, well, then that becomes our world. Never, ever limit your thoughts. Yeah. I appreciate you, John. And thanks again, Rich G, for that. I mean, we really went over like so many things. Yeah. We are coming to the end of this. But the reason you always feel you want something more, you'll hear some maybe women, they always feel like they're not from this world. Listen, we are all right here. Who we really are, God has planted it right inside of us. I don't care if you go to a whole nother galaxy. You are still this divine presence, this divine awareness. And the reason why these people don't feel like at home, you always want more, is because you want to stop thinking and you want to begin to feel your essence. It's literally the greatest feeling ever. So people want to be a kid again. It's because you weren't thinking. And when you're a kid, you just feel. And you still are that same awareness. And it's really like you have to feel it. You guys are like, some of you are getting like the climax of this. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you go. You could take a spaceship and go to a whole different reality. You could even become a whole nother, you could become a monster. But you're still gonna be this feeling, which is the soul. And the soul, it feels. So this is why you don't know it. Because you can't, your mind thinks. Your soul does not think. We'll go over it one more time. What reality is, the origins of reality, really, of all history, because there is no history. What reality is, and what God is, all of these are the same thing. And all it is a thoughtless state. And for you to merge with God, what they talk about in the Bible, for you to merge with all of reality, you can't think about it. You actually have to stop thinking. Like a statue. A monument. A gargoyle. I really like those for some reason. And so you become the no thought state, which is God. Okay? That's all it is. Patrick Hughes, nice to see you in here. Yeah. Yep. We got the dinosaurs. We got the monsters. So when girls say they're from other planets and you always feel that longing for more, it's just God. He just wants you to turn inside. So the reason why we have distractions, we miss that train, we we broke up with our ex-girlfriend now. All these little things that happen in our life, God laughs at them. But he gives us all these things in our life just to bring us back to him. Hey, Andreas. So every mishaps in your life, all that stuff that you think's going wrong, you just have to see that it is positive. It's positivity. You're just viewing it pessimistic. Okay, so you generate negative. Being pessimistic, you are creating a negative field. God or reality is a positive field. And for us to feel God, we have to feel positive. And God gives us free will. So if we choose, people to understand, you can have a thought about, oh, I might drown in the water. It depends, but underlying it is a vibration. All your thoughts have underlying vibrations that you create. It doesn't matter what the thought is. It's how you feel about it. Okay. Patrick used as what the future told me or told us as a collective humanity. I went over this right in the beginning. But we already know what it's going to bring. Your mom stared at you weirdly. We will be live at 6 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. But what the future holds is the utopia. It is coming. Everybody knows it. I got goosebumps. Can't see, but I got little goosebumps. Can't really see. All right. That's how you know it's real. We are going to be, it's happening every day. We are becoming more of a community. We are waking up. We're reflecting back to each other. I got goosebumps even more. It's just to show it. You can't see. I got them. And goosebumps are the divine talking to you. People are going outside more. We're going back to nature. And I mentioned this more in depth at the beginning of this live. I see it every day. I mean, people are bringing dogs into the stores. We're already connecting on social media. we're just in this inner web, and it's just pulling us closer every day, all of us. And that's God. He's pulling us in. Yeah. And it's been happening. It's been happening. Yeah. MK E7. And this live is one of the juiciest ones. And it will be posted after this. We're going back to the beginning, yeah. Because know and behold, we are the beginning. Only our thoughts make us think it's going to end. When you stop thinking, you become eternity. You become this observant. And you realize you're never going to die. The Great Awakening. God bless you guys. I appreciate everyone in here. And I hope all of humanity gets God's blessing. I give you the ruin word, the blank ruin. I'm not sure what you mean, Patrick, but there is this game that I used to play called Ruinscape. Yeah, it was a very big game. And I actually started watching a little bit of footage of it recently. Uh-huh. Oh, you've played that game, Patrick? I don't like to get all my chest up in here. But it's just heating up. You still play at E7? Yeah. I was actually thinking today. Well, it actually came to me in a creativity that I would make a new RuneScape that would be way better. I know they made video games basically their shit now. I don't play them anyway, but they're not how I used to. Video games used to be way funner. These video games are they're lacking creativity. Nonetheless, I feel like I could make some really good, just a couple video games that I would make. Yeah. thank you so much, Patrick. Blessings to everybody. And we're just waking up. No matter what we see from everyone else, from everything else, it's just waking us up to ourselves. Yeah. And what we do naturally feels right. I'm from Texas. Yeah. I'll probably be in Texas one day. Yeah, it's an artist community. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have a lot more nature stuff coming up here. Yeah, a lot more like different types of videos, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I appreciate you, Rich G. And I'm glad all you guys can make it in here. Yeah, yeah. All the numbers are synchronicities because God's just happening like that. He's always trying to get our attention in little ways. And I'll see everyone later. Thank you all for stopping by. Yeah, that's great. I'll see everyone.